Dear students, hearty welcome to the geometry class, that is construction part. Already we have seen 3 constructions in the last class, and also in the end of the class I had given some home assignments. I hope all of you have done it. If you have not done it, I will just give some hints about it. See, there is a question about dividing a line AB of length 7.6 centimeters in the ratio of 5 by 8, and when such ratios come, if it is dividing like this, you have to do 5 plus 8. This is called ratio m is to n. M is to n is 5 is to 8. So, you have to find out m plus n, that is 13. So, what you have to do is first draw a line of 7.6 centimeters using pencil and scale. Use a sharp pencil because there should not be any double lines. Then take point A. At point A, keep the protractor and make an acute angle, say 30 degrees or 40, whatever it is, from 0 to 90, any angle you can take. Make an angle of 30 degrees and draw a ray called AX, and in that ray, using compasses, make 13 equal segments, say AA1, A1, A2, all are equal, of convenient radius you can take, say 1 centimeters. Cut off arcs like that, 13 arcs you draw, and after that join that A13 to B. Is it all right? Then you have to make draw a parallel line to this from A5, because the ratio is 5 is to 8. So, here you have to take, first you take compasses and draw an arc, same radius you draw one more arc here, and with the same radius you cut off one more arc here, cut off arc here. So, you get what are called parallel lines, that is all. So, what you have done now is the line AB is cut into 2 parts in the ratio of 5 is to 8, that is AC by CB is equal to AA5 by A5 A13 is equal to 5 by 8. Is it all right? Just as the same one which we have done yesterday, and there is one alternative method also, that also you can try. Coming to second question, second assignment, that is about constructing a similar triangle. We have studied about similar triangle in geometry class. So, we are constructing a similar triangle, namely ABC. You have to draw one more triangle which is in the ratio of 2 is to 3. That is, first of all, you construct a triangle called ABC with BC as base 6 centimeters. From B as center, cut off an arc of 5 centimeter radius, and from C as center, cut off another arc to cut at A. So, you get a triangle called ABC. From point B, make an acute angle as you have done last time, and say 40 degrees, draw a ray, and that ray called BX or BY, whatever you want, and in that ray cut off 3 arcs of the same dimension B1, B2, B3, such that BB1 is equal to B1 B2 is equal to B2 B3. Now, join B3 to C. You have to draw a parallel now from B2. How to do it? As you have done here, from B3 take a compass, make an half of convenient radius. Same arc you do from B2 also, and from this point cut off one more arc. Here also from this point cut off one more arc. So, what are you getting now? You are getting two parallel rays, namely B3C and B2C dash, and this B2C dash touches this line BC at the point called C dash, and from C you have to draw one more parallel line to A dash C, because we are constructing a triangle. So, how to do it? First you take an arc like this using compass, same arc you do it here also, and cut off one more arc like this. Now you are drawing a line called A dash C parallel to AC. So, what you have done now is triangle ABC dash. So, triangle A dash BC dash, here B is common, is similar to ABC. And what is the ratio? Ratio is 2/3. If you take the sides now of A dash, B dash, C dash, you have A dash B, this line, A dash B by AB, full line, is equal to BC dash by BC is equal to A dash C dash by AC. The ratio is 2/3. Is it all right? That is the construction which you are expected to do. This is a 3 marks question, this is a 2 mark question if it comes in the examination. In the same way you have to write the steps of construction, how you are done, that also you must explain. Okay? Now, let us see one more problem on this construction of similar triangles. Now, we will pass on to construction 4. Construct triangle ABC with AB is equal to 6 centimeters, BC is equal to 5 centimeters, CA is equal to 7 centimeters. Construct another triangle A dash BC dash with the sides 5/3 of the corresponding sides. So, 5/3 means you can naturally expect a bigger triangle, right. So, what we had done last time was smaller triangle, one triangle inside the other. Now, we are putting a triangle outside, that is a common sense you have to use, right. Now, first step, as we had done earlier, draw a straight line using scale and pencil of length 5 centimeters. So, take a point B, from B mark 5 centimeters, with a sharp pencil draw a line and produce it little, because then we will come to know why it is. Now, as the last time we are done, so also keep the protractor at B, make an acute angle at B. I think all of you know what is acute angle. This is less than 90, more than 0, right. Now, I am taking 30 degrees now. So, you draw a ray called Bx. A ray Bx is to be drawn at the point B. Now, we have to draw 5, the ratio is 5/3. So, 5/3 means you have to draw 5 arcs of the same measurement. Now, I have taken a measurement of say 1.5, from B cut off 5 arcs of the same measurement as we had done in the previous construction. That is why I am not going to details. B1, B2, B3, B4 and lastly B5. I think all of you are doing right. If not doing, take your pencil, scale and compasses Now name it as B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. All these should be equal, don't go on changing, right? Now join B3 to C. Join B3 to C. You have to construct a line parallel to B3C from B5. So we are going to get a triangle. So before that we will draw the triangle now. AB should be 6 centimeters. So take a scale and take the measurement as 6 centimeters. Okay. From B, draw an arc of 6 centimeters. Should get sharp arc, and one more arc we have to draw. From C of measurement 7 centimeters. So cut the previous arc, and these two arcs should meet at a point A. Now join AB and AC. You get a beautiful triangle called ABC. Now you have to construct, while joining BA, produce it to little more, because we have to get extension. Now ABC is a required triangle. As I told earlier, we have joined this B3 to C. We have to draw a parallel line to B3. That is by using compasses or protractor. As we have seen yesterday, keep the compass at B3 and draw an arc of convenient radius, little less than the previous. Same arc you draw at B5 also. The same measurement, cut off one more arc. I think you are also following what I am telling you now. To cut the previous arc, now you are drawing a parallel line to B5. So that you name it as C dash. From C dash, you have to draw a parallel line to AC. At C, take a convenient radius and draw an arc. Same radius, draw one more arc at C dash. Now what you are doing now? Drawing parallel lines. What is the property of parallel lines? The corresponding angles are equal. So we are drawing corresponding angle now. That too, if you do with compasses, it will be accurate. You can do with protractor also. Now you join this C dash to BA produced, that gives the required triangle. So, you name it as A dash. Now, A dash B C dash is the required triangle. Suppose you write the ratio. Now, what do you see now here? Triangle ABC is similar to triangle A dash B C dash, and hence the ratio of sides AB by, or you can say A dash B by AB is equal to A dash C dash by AC is equal to BC dash by BC, and the ratio is 5/3, all of them are equal. So, steps of construction: first triangle ABC is drawn with BC is equal to 6 centimeters, AB is equal to 5, CA is equal to 7, using scale compasses. Okay. Then a ray BX is drawn with making an acute angle with side along BX is drawn with BC on the side opposite to vertex A, should be on the vertex opposite to vertex A, and that again you have to cut off an arcs. Third point is cut off arcs from B, B1, B2, B3, B4, B5 such that BB1 is equal to, triangle ABC is drawn with BC is equal to 5 centimeters, AB is equal to 6 centimeters and CA is equal to 7 centimeters. At the point B, take an acute angle and draw an arc BX on the side opposite to the vertex A. From B, cut off arcs B1, B2, B3, B4, B5 of equal measurements, so that BB1 is equal to B1, B2 is equal to B2, B3 is equal to B3, B4 is equal to B4, B5. Now, B3 is joined to C and a line is drawn from B5 parallel to B3C, intersecting the extended line segment BC at C dash. A line C dash A dash is parallel to CA is drawn to the extended line of BA. Now, A dash B C dash is a required triangle. Now, we will see some construction in connection with circles. Before you pass on to circles, you should know some definitions related to circles. Of course, you have studied all those things in class 9th, some of you in 8th also. First thing is, you must know what is a circle. Circle is a set of points which is located at a fixed distance from a fixed point. It is the locus of a moving point which moves at a fixed distance from a fixed point. Here the fixed point is called center, fixed distance is called radius. And you know that there is a line called AB which passes through O. What is it called? It is beautifully named as diameter. Diameter is a line joining any 2 points of a circumference of a circle passing through O. O is the center. How many diameters you can draw? Any number of diameters you can draw in a given circle. And what is the relation between diameter and circle? Suppose you call diameter as d, one diameter is equal to 2 radius, or one radius is equal to half of the diameter. And also you know this boundary of the circle is called a circumference. Of course, all of you know all these simple things, but for your remembrance I am just doing it. And here is a line called CD. It is a line joining any two points on the circumference of a circle, and this line is called chord. Please do not pronounce it as chord. The H is silent here, you call it as chord. What does the chord do? It divides the circle into two parts called segments. Here in the figure you can see two segments. Suppose you call this as x and this as y. CXD is one segment called major segment, CYD is called minor segment. So, how many chords you can draw in a circle? Any number of chords. Which is the longest chord in a given circle? Diameter. Why? Because it passes through the center O. And of course, examples of circle in daily life. All of you have seen bangles. In your house, your sister or mother is wearing bangles. It will be form of a circle. Or the outer boundary of a clock, the circle. I think all of you have seen 5 rupees coin, 1 rupee coin, 2 rupee coin, etc. If you draw a boundary around it, it is called a circle. Like that, you will have a lot of examples of circle. It is a plain figure, please note. Means you can draw in a board or a paper, whatever it is. It is a plain figure. And coming to some more definitions of circle, here you see one line is drawn called CD, passing through the circle, and that line is called secant. Secant is a line which passes through the circle, cutting the circle in two specific points, namely P and Q, and it makes a chord. How many secants you can draw in a given circle? Any number of secants. And at one point, the secant touches the circle at only one point, and that point is called point of contact. At this point, the secant becomes with a new beautiful name called tangent. Tangent. You already studied all these things. How many tangents you can draw for a given circle? Any number of tangent. As many points are there, so many tangents are there. Now, today's construction is about drawing tangent from an external point. How many tangents you can think of? You can draw 2 and only 2 tangents for a given circle from an external point. Let us see how to construct it. Okay? Be ready with compass, scale and pencil, etc. Now, coming to construction of tangents to a given circle from an external point. The problem is, draw a circle of radius 6 centimeters and the device you are using is compass. From a point 10 centimeters away from the center, construct a pair of tangents, means you must draw 2 tangents to the circle. Measure the length and verify by calculation. Okay? Get ready with the compass, scale, if necessary, pencil and rubber. Now, first you mark the center. So, you must see that the circle should come within the paper. So, somewhere in the middle you mark it, because in the end of this you should not change that center. So, keep your sharp tip of the compass and draw a circle. Now from the center O, draw a line mark it as O, draw a line, say you may name it as how many distance? 10 centimeter from the center. So keep a scale anywhere you can draw, maybe on the top or below or what. For convenience, we are taking in the right side. How many centimeters? 10, okay. So mark it, call it by name, say P, any name you can give. Now have you done it, all of you? Very good. You have studied in class 9th about drawing a perpendicular bisector for a given line. Now here is a line called OP. We will draw a perpendicular bisector. Why should you draw it? Because you have to find a midpoint. Why do you want a midpoint? We will see now. So from O as center, take more than half radius. One below, one above. Cut off these arcs from the point P. One above, one below. And these arcs cut at a point, and these two arcs should be joined, and these. So what you have drawn now? You have drawn what is called perpendicular bisector. To get a point called M, which is the midpoint of OP. But one important point you must note, the arc you have taken first, same measurement you must do it in the point P also. Now join these two arcs to cut this line OP at a point called M. That M may be inside the circle or outside the circle, do not get confused. Now you must draw an arc, actually two arcs is sufficient, but for your convenience you must show that there will be a circle. So I am just showing the full circle now. Actually two arcs is enough. With M as center and MO as radius, draw two arcs to cut the previous circle at two specific points, and those 2 points you mark it as, say, can call it as A and B, whatever it is, any name you can give, right. Now join this PA and PB. PA and PB are the required tangents. Now why you have drawn this second circle? Just to get exactly the point, it is called point of contact, and here PA, PB must be equal. That is what the question says. Measure their lengths. The length will be 8 centimeters. and verify by calculation. Now, you can join this OA also, so that you get a right angle triangle, and by using Pythagoras theorem we can verify it, right. So nice. So, these are the two tangents, PA and PB are the tangents. You must write in exam also, they expect you to write length of the tangent PA is equal to PB is equal to 8 centimeters. Now, what you have measured, you have to verify it by calculation. Calculation is steps of construction. A circle of radius 6 cm is drawn. A point P is marked at a distance of 10 cm from the center. The points PO is joined, and you have to draw a perpendicular bisector of PO using compasses to get the midpoint of PO, namely M. With M as center, OM or OP as radius, draw a circle. It need not be full circle, only half circle, just to get the 2 points of contact, namely Q and R. Join PQ and PR, they are the 2 required tangents. So, what you can conclude? We can conclude that from an external point, you can draw 2 tangents which will be equal to each other. In this particular problem, the lengths are measured to be 8 centimeters. Now, let us see how verification to be done. In triangle OQP, angle OQP is 90 degrees, because radius is perpendicular to tangent and OP is the hypotenuse. So, OP square is equal to OQ square plus QP square by Pythagoras theorem. So, QP square becomes OP square minus OQ square. OP is the hypotenuse, bigger side, that should come first. 10 square minus 6 square, 100 minus 36, that is 64. Length of the tangent QP is equal to root of 64. Answer is exactly plus or minus 8, but here you do not take minus, let us take only plus. So, length of the tangent is 8 centimeters. Let us see this next problem. Next problem, draw a pair of tangents to a circle of radius 5 centimeters which are inclined to each other at an angle of 70 degrees. So, here there is a trick in this question. You should know the tangents are at 70 degrees. So, let us go step by step. As usual, we will take a scale and compass and take the radius as 5 centimeters. First, you mark the center. Mark the center as O in the middle of the page. With O as center, draw a circle of radius 5 centimeters. Now, construction number 6, on the basis of the previous construction only, there is a change now in about angles. Draw a pair of tangents to a circle of radius 4 centimeters which are inclined to each other at an angle of 70 degrees. The 2 tangents are inclined at 70 degrees. From a point 7.5 centimeters from the center. So, you will have a point, outside point called P, and it is about 7.5 centimeters from the center, right. So, first thing is construct a circle of radius 4 centimeters. Here you use the word called radius. What is radius? distance between the center and the circumference. The plural of that is called radii. You can have any number of radii for a given circle, right. So, using compass, draw a circle of 4 centimeters radius, and the center you name it as O. From O, draw a line OP 7.5 centimeters. Now, there is a change you should note. You are supposed to draw two tangents which makes an angle of 70 degrees. When they make an angle of 70 degrees at the external point, as all of us know, these two angles are supplementary, angle at O, AOB, and this angle is also supplementary. Therefore, if it is 70 degrees here, it should be 110 degrees. So, use a protractor. First you draw any one radius, anywhere you can draw. For convenience, draw in the right side. From that, say you call it as A, on AO keep the protractor. Now, you have to measure 110 degrees. What kind of angle is 110? It is obtuse angle, right, more than 90. So, I marked the 110 degrees. It join the line up to the circle only, not outside. You name it as B. Now, you have to find the draw perpendiculars at A and B. You have to draw perpendiculars. Same radius you must take from B also. Now, cut off from this arc same radius as you studied in class 9th. Draw a circle of radius 5 centimeters. Draw a pair of tangents which are inclined to each other at an angle of 60 degrees. Measure it and verify by calculation. So, first is with O as center, draw a circle of radius 5 centimeters. You name the radius as OA. Radius should be 5 centimeters. At O, we have to make an angle of 120 degrees. Keep the protractor at O and measure it correctly. It is an obtuse angle of 120 degrees. Now, you have to draw another radius OB. Now, at A and B make perpendiculars, that is, you can do by protractor or by compasses. Keep the, now I am doing with protractor, keep the protractor on OA and mark the point of 90 degrees. Similarly, at B, now join this. These two meet at a point called P, that is the external point. Do using pencil and skin only, do not use pens. This external point is called P. Now join OP. O is the center, P is the external point. Now we know that a radius is always perpendicular to tangent. Now we measure AP. It comes to 8.7. Measure BP also. It will be the same distance, 8.7. We have to verify it by calculation. That is, in triangle OAP, angle A is 90 degrees. Therefore, AP square is equal to OP square minus OA square. OP is also to be measured. This will be 10 centimeters. That will be the hypotenuse. Once again I repeat, AP square is equal to OP square minus OA square, and that is 10 square minus 5 square. That will be 100 minus 25, root of 75, that is 8.66, approximately you take it as 8.7. That is all. Here you can do the construction by compasses also. Here now you are done with protractor. So what you have done is, you are given the question as 60 degrees at the external point. This is an important point you must note. It is a very important question. You should know that angular center becomes 180 minus 60. Suppose they give 70, it becomes 110. Suppose they give the angle at the center 180 minus this angle, it is called supplementary angles, because in the cyclic quadrilateral this is 90, this is 90, 180, this also must be 180. Okay? That is all. A circle of, now I will tell the steps of construction once again. A circle of radius 5 centimeters with OA as center is drawn. A radius OA is drawn from OA. OB, another radius, is drawn from O with angle AOB 120 degrees. Now perpendiculars are drawn to OA and OB at A and B respectively to meet each other at P. P is called the external point. Is it okay? Now points O and P are joined, the line segment OP, and it is measured. Now AP and BP are the required tangents drawn from P to the given circle and are measured. Is it clear? Now coming to verification once again. In triangle OAP is a right angle triangle, because OA is a radius, AP is a tangent, radius is perpendicular to tangent, OAP is 90 degrees. So by Pythagoras theorem, AP square is equal to OP square hypotenuse minus AO square radius. So 10 square, OP is 10, AO is 5, 10 square minus 5 square, 100 minus 25, that is 75, AP is root of 75, that is approximately 8.7 centimeters. So length of the tangents, namely AP and also equal to BP, is equal to 8.7 centimeters. Thank you. Now coming to the last part of this lesson, namely assignment. First one, construct a triangle with sides 5 centimeters, 6 centimeters and 7 centimeters, and then another triangle whose sides are 7 by 5 of the corresponding sides of the first triangle. It is similar triangles. Second homework, construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 centimeters from a point on the concentric circle of radius 6 centimeters and measure its length. Also verify the measurement by actual calculation. I hope you understood what we have done so far. Do the homeworks correctly. Thank you.